Good day everyone, I'm Hurley of RFI Reviews here, back at it again with my review for the Celeste Ignite X Beast. Okay? Before I proceed, I'd like to thank Lin Soul for sending this unit to me in an exchange for a very honest and transparent review. Rest assured na all of my reviews are transparent to the core and as raw as it can be. Okay, para win-win sa ating lahat. Okay. So si Celeste has been under the radar sa experience ko lately because it has been a while since I reviewed a Celeste IEM. Okay? It has been or a Celeste product in that regard or Kinera product. But luckily Linso sent this Ignite X Beast. I have loved and I have liked and recommended the Celeste Pandamon version 1, the one with the panda drawing or illustration sa faceplate. Most people did not like that because of the design, but okay. Um I'm the type of person na hindi gaano nagre-rely sa design ng IEM. After all, isusuot mo siya eh. You won't be looking at the IEM every day. Oo, na para i-appreciate yung design, 'di ba? Or probably gagawin mo siya for bragging rights and such, for showcasing sa internet. But ayun nga, I do at the same time I get those people naman na syempre you're paying for it. Buying the you're buying the IEM, 'di ba? Oo, you're buying the IEM with your own money. So might as well get something na din na parang pasok sa banga sa lahat ng ng preferences mo sa looks, sa sound, no? But after all, ayun nga, sinasabi ko lang na medyo iba yung take ko with regards to it, and it's just a personal take. I don't mean to hate or to be an elitist to everyone else's. Pero yun nga, sound matters to me more than looks, as long as, and fit, of course. Sound and fit goes hand in hand naman eh. Oo. Mas maganda kapag fit sa'yo and decent yung tunog, di ba? There's that. Okay. And Celeste Ignite X Beast answered all of those. Like, they gave you like a absolute solution, if you may. Kasi tingnan nila naman. See, it is very, very aesthetically pleasing. In my opinion, pero look at that. Madali siya isuot, aesthetic yung design, the faceplate looks nice, it feels premium. So, 'di ba? It is a, sabihin na natin, like direct, not direct but indirect answer to the first Pandamon. Yung second Pandamon, looks wise it looks nice, pero hindi ko pa kasi siya na audition for me to give a verdict or a thought of it. Pero yun, sa looks, it looks nice. Yes, mas sabihin natin mas subtle na siya. Hindi, wala na siya ng gamery aesthetic. But ayun nga kasi, yung first Pandamon, what I like about that is the origin story behind the design. And all of the Celeste IEMs rin naman is may story. Like this one, di ba? As you can see, may story siya. Yung Mythical Beast na na-record sa Classic Mountains of Seas, di ba? Pero all of the Celeste IEMs have that as well. So, there's that. Okay, so proceed tayo sa packaging. So, si packaging, as you can see, here's the packaging. Very, very minimal. Actually, kapareho lang siya ng Celeste Pandamon na na-audition ko before and na-review as well. Oo, but ayun nga, Celeste Ignite X Beast is a budget IEM, in my opinion. Nasa budget side siya na entry-level IEM. It is around under $50 or under $60. Oo. Basta within doon. So, around 2,500 to 3,000 pesos. Oo. So, I guess it is possible naman na ganito yung packaging. Anyway, hindi mo rin naman to like iintindihin that much. You will focus sa uh, contents, of course, and sa sound ng earphones, di ba? Now, as for the accessories, it is quite bare bones, in my opinion. Sa price na to, you get these ear tips, like 3 pairs to ng wide bore, and yung I want to call this candy. But, yan, pero you get the point. Ayan yung another set na ear tips na narrow bore ng Celeste. Ignite X Beast, and the cable itself. I like this cable a lot personally. Ang ganda ng improvement nila when compared dun sa IEMs before nila. Ang ganda ng improvement nila, lalo na sa build quality. Actually, maganda yung build quality nito. I love the build quality of this one. Sure, it may look very simple, very minimal, pero yun nga, hindi siya masyado matangle. O hindi siya buhulin actually. Hindi siya buhulin, no. Madali lang siya i-untangle, which is the most important thing to me. Oo, aside sa looks, I prefer minimal yet, alam mo yun, very like, tingnan mo, even yung strand is thick. Very thick. Oh, thicker than the first Pandamon actually, yung cable. I like this cable a lot. Mukha lang siya minimal pero very reliable and very practical. Oh, in my opinion, Oo, I like this cable. And ito yung IM itself, as you can see. Diba? Ang ganda ng design, no? Actually, mas mukha nga siyang tiger more than a dragon, but hey, that's just me. Diba? It looks nice. Oh, and yes, mukha lang siyang black, but no, it isn't like a black lang na design. It is 1DA, 1DD, I believe. Oh, yes, tama. Na, ayan, oh, makikita mo yung guts niya. 'Di ba? Transparent yung resin. Oo. Sa fit and comfort, wala kang magiging problem dito. Even though, a friend of mine, medyo maliit yung butas ng ear canal niya, yung tenga niya. Uh, like this IM in terms of fit. Tapos, sa drivability, wala rin siya naging problem. Mas okay. Okay naman siya sa phone. Okay naman siya sa phone, sa laptop. Even sa CD player ko, I had no problems with it. But, substantially, mas okay yung tunog niya pag nakadangle or may like at least 2 VRMs na. Oo, kasi, alam mo yun, nagiging mas refine yung tunog and mas parang control yung tunog. Now, as for the sound signature na itong Celes Ignite X Beast, there's a reason kung bakit ko nasabi na parang, let's say, for me lang naman, na like direct, this is a direct answer or a direct improvement of the Celeste Pandaman version 1 despite it having a different driver configuration. Kasi the driver configuration nun is 1 SPD sa tanda ko, while this one is 1DD, 1BA. Because this sports a fairly balanced, warm sound signature na medyo thick. Slightly thick but not too much. Which is yun yung natatandaan ko and favorite kong tunog talaga sa Celeste. Particularly sa Celeste Pandamon. Kaya ako siya nasabing like direct answer to it. Kasi yung bass niya is definitely thick. Hindi naman siya super punchy, but alam mo yun, even yung levels ng sub-bass and mid-bass niya. So, you get the punch, and you get the rumble at the same time. Yung good punch and good rumble quantity and quality, which is I really like. Oo. Yung speed niya is average, hindi naman sobrang bagal. Actually, nasa slightly mabilis nga na side siya kasi may friend akong like ang findings niya dito is parang nakulangan siya sa bass when it comes dun sa lingering or sa decay. Kasi bass head yun eh. So, it is quite understandable. Pero yun, for most people, this will be more than enough. Of course, again, hindi siya for bass heads. Yes, definitely, this is not for the bass heads at heart or at ears. Pero ayun, for most genres, for most use case scenarios, this will be more than enough sa kahit anong i-pair mo with it. Kaya kahit anong like genre, whether it be pop or hip hop or basic tracks, no problem dito sa Celes Ignite X Beast. Medyo lengthy yung name but you get the point, di ba? Now, as for the mids, it is nasa balance na side. I wouldn't say na parang recess siya. To my liking, it isn't recess at all. And nasa parang balance yet. Neutral side siya when it comes dun sa position niya. Pardon me if like tunog naisali ako or something. I'm experiencing allergies and such. So there's that. I'm really sorry. But ayun, we have elaborated nga na nasa thicker side siya when it comes dun sa overall sound. So, yung mids neto din, it is very thick. But not like thick na parang wala nang details and such. Sakto lang yung thickness niya. It gives a little bit of life dun sa lower mids o sa male vocals and instruments. But at the same time, very controlled yung warmth niya. Actually, malinis yung pagkaka-warmth nito up to the point na pwede kong sabihin parang wala siyang mid-bass bleed. But for the benefit of the doubt, meron siya pero slight lang. Hindi siya like yung parang nakakainis or intrusive sa tunog. Okay? It adds a bit of character and color to the sound. Pero it is in a pleasing way. Okay? So, as for the upper mids, it is mildly elevated. Actually, hindi siya nalalayo sa lower mids when it comes to elevation. Sakto lang din yung clarity. Sakto lang yung sparkle and air. Yung clarity, yes, it is very clear. Ayun, actually, it is, anticipated ko naman na siya for its price. It is definitely anticipated. Hindi ako na-surprise, but at the same time, it is not bad at all. Very, very decent siya. Actually, ginamit ko, lagi naman all of my IEMs, ginagamit ko siya lagi for like conference meetings, calls, ayan, for podcast. So, alam ko kung ano yung clear sa hindi, di ba? Oo. Tapos, I'd like to recommend this. I'm happy to report na wala siyang, what do you call this, sibilance or harshness. Wala siyang unnatural sibilance, harshness, or peaks. Kahit sa mga tracks na pang testing ko, mostly sa vocals. Oo. But that doesn't mean na parang, alam mo yan, meron kasi mga tracks nga na parang sibilant na siya, yung tune, yung pagkakatono. Oo, tas sa sibilant IEMs, parang na-amplify lang yan. Dito hindi. Oo, so, for most people, kaya kong i-recommend to, kahit dun sa mga sensitive yung tenga sa excessive upper mids or sa treble, wala silang magiging problem dito kasi sa tuning itself, walang problem na parang bright or even even sibilant or harsh. Itong IEM na to. Now, as for the treble is well extended. Decently extended if you may, but I wouldn't call it as like anong tawag doon? Yung sobrang extended, like yung mga treble focus IEMs or mga bright IEMs, sakto lang extension niya. Actually, it is a bit more extended when compared sa Celes Pandamon version 1. So, I'd say na mas parang refined siya. If you may, yung elevation din niya is sakto lang, hindi nakakairita. Yung cymbals niya is sakto lang din yung terms ng crash and splash. For treble heads, this won't be a thing. Definitely they will look for something more. But for most people, this is more than enough kasi hindi nga siya rolled off. Which is I really really like kasi only few IEMs manage to nail that. Lalo na to sa price na to. No sugar coating or glazing, but yung characteristic na ganun kasi hindi siya madaling ma-achieve or ma-tune. Based experience ko lang naman, okay? Detail retrieval, it is above average. To my ears, mas madali ko marinig yung pag-tick ng clock sa first 7 seconds ng Welcome to the Black Parade, yung maliit na tawa dun sa Africa ni Toto and the likes. So there's no problem with that. Okay. Now, as for the technical performance, it is above average for its price. Pag, like, let's say, kakasampa mo lang sa 2,500 pesos or 3,000 pesos na segment ng IEMs, you'll be blown away. But, if you have already an experience or a lengthy experience of $60 USD IEMs and up or 3,000 pesos IEMs pataas, you may find this a bit normal when compared doon. Because, yun nga, nakikipag-compete siya or parang nakiki-level siya dun sa mga IEMs na yun under 5,000 pesos when it comes dun sa technical performance. Yung soundstage niya, it is wider than deep. It is the usual. With good amount of depth. There's nothing to write home about actually. But, ayun nga, never to nag-sound na cramped or like yung masikip. Sa separation and layering, it is decent enough. Very, very good. Very good na yung separation and layering niya for its price. I had no problems or serious problems sa mga heavy passages. Sure, there are times na parang may congestion, pero very minimal lang siya and hindi siya infuriating actually sa price na to. Wala akong naging problem about sa separation layering. Very, very accurate pa rin naman. Lalo na sa imaging. Yung imaging niya is precise. Very precise, lalo na sa mga games, sa podcast, sa live concerts. Wala akong complaints doon. It is precise enough. Actually, dead precise pa nga sa price na to eh. Okay? Now, saan siya maganda i-compare? Well, sa yung mga kaprice niya din. Like, for example, sa SIMGOT EW200. Si EW200 is a brighter, wider sounding IEM. Mas leaning din siya. Actually, complete opposite sila. And yun, mas prone sa sibilance and sa peaks. Kasi bright yung tuning din nun. Tapos, ito, wala siya nun. Okay? Pero sa technical performance, bawi si SIMGOT EW200 but not by a mile in my opinion. Okay? Sa Twistura D major naman, pag kinumpare mo siya, ganun pa rin. Halos same findings sa sa Simgo TW200 na it is warm, it is lean, pero less yung coloration ng Twistura D major in my opinion, okay, when compared dito. Pero yun nga, lean siya and treble focus. So if you want energetic treble na anong tawag dun, hindi sensitive yung tenga nyo sa upper frequencies that much, the Twistura D major is a better value for money in my opinion. Okay, saan pa ba siya maganda i-compare? Sa EPZQ1, both IEMs are aesthetically pleasing when compared. Actually, si EPZQ1 nga lang is mas leaning siya sa Harman sounding IEM or Harman target. It really depends sa'yo kung gusto mo yung Harman target or hindi. Kasi most people love that, some people hate it. So, there's that. While ito is nasa, pa rin naman siya, nasa mindful reserve pa rin yung character niya. Balanced warm pa rin on most of the time. So, andun pa rin yung amount ng control, okay? Wala siyang sibilance or harshness, wala siyang unevenness sa upper frequencies unlike ng EPZQ1 Pro. So, ayan, pag pinagkumpara mo yung tunog ng dalawa, mas mature to. Mas mature yung tunog netong Celes Ignite X Beast when compared doon. Personal take, I take this over that, but some people will look for additional bass response. So, there's that. Okay? Tapos, next natin compare siya sa QKZX HBB Hades. Kasi si QKZX HBB Hades is what do you call this? It is a dark sounding IEM, literal, bass head yun, bass to the core, up to the point na may times nagiging mush yung tunog, o nagiging dark, nawawala ng detail, but at the same time, you get the bass, you get the thickness out of it. When compared dito, sakto lang lahat, just the right amount of everything with a bit of thickness. Okay, now tapos na tayo sa comparisons. Anong verdict ko dito sa Celes X Ignite, or ang haba lang talaga like Celes Ignite X Beast. Ayan. Anong verdict ko sa Celes Ignite X Beast? Well, si Celes Ignite X Beast is probably one of the safest and best recommendations I can recommend as of today under $60. Kasi bakit? It won't be offensive sa tenga ng lahat actually. And most of the time this is more than enough sa like dinedemand na requirements ng IEMs or ng mga kanta or ng preferences ng tao. So kaya ako siya mai-recommend doon kasi this is a warm, balanced, slightly thick na sound signature na parang wala talagang kulang unless na lang talaga may hanapin kang mga specifics, like for example you need that mas extended pa na bright treble or bass head level, or alam mo yan, yung nagtatamp talaga yung utak mo sa bass. Ayan, if you're looking for those, this is not it. Pero for most people, for most genres, for most scenarios, the Celes Ignite X Beast is more than enough. Alam mo yun, to me, para nga siyang yung pagkagusto ko dito, it reminds me of the Celes Pandamon. I love that IEM talaga. I really love that IEM bago ko siya like pinakawalan due to yun nga, decluttering din and at the same time may mga katunog na din siya noon ng time na yun. So the Celes Ignite X Beast took me back doon sa memory ko na yun. Tapos alam mo yun, parang this is much more refined, this is better when compared doon, pero mas mura to ng ilang dollars din, di ba? So this is a well recommended set to me. Alam mo yun, alam kong yung mga tao wala nang complain na I don't like the design, this and that, 'di ba? You won't be complaining sa design na nito. This is aesthetically pleasing for most people. Pero syempre, we'll leave the benefit of the doubt nga, or we'll leave the room for those people na ayaw din ng design. Pero I believe may isa pang gradient color na combination na ito. That one comes with the Type-C. I just forgot the exact name. I'll try to link it in the description below mamaya. Okay? And now that ends my review for the Celes Ignite X Beast. Okay, I'd like to thank Linsol again for sending this unit to me in an exchange for a very honest and transparent review. Makakaasa kayo as long as the page is running, lagi yung transparent and honest to the core. Some people may say na really, but wala kang negatives, but wala kang cons, this and that. Well, I have I include cons, yung mga parang alam mo yun, mapupuna ko kaagad talaga or magiging parang make or break ng isang IEM. Nilalagay ko siya lagi sa written reviews ko. Actually, even dito, ini-explain ko rin talaga. It's just that most of the IEMs kasi today is almost flawless na up to the point na you'll just have to nitpick yung ano talaga sa pricing nila. Wala siyang serious flaws unlike dati na, si IM dati na to sa price na to, very sibilant, very mushy. Ngayon kasi wala na halos ganun. Slightly nuances na lang talaga na, manipis yung upper mids neto, this and that. Ayun na lang It is very nitpicky na lang talaga Kaya, if yun yung napapansin ko talaga, then be it. Sige, ilalagay ko. But if hindi naman siya like inferior rating, hindi ko siya ilalagay as a con. Hindi kasi negative sa akin yung this is not for base heads. Of course, that is a preference. It isn't a cons. This is not for treble heads. Of course, that is a preference, hindi siya cons. Okay? Kaya nagbumukha lang na walang cons or walang negative inputs yung review ko. Kasi hindi ako naglalagay ng mga ganong types of stuff. But when I do, naglalagay talaga ako specifically. And make sure ko talaga na hindi lang siya sa isang track or sa isang instances nangyari, kundi sa multiple instances. Okay? And ang next review natin would be this one. The Kotori Audio Zephyr. I am still very mesmerized na Kotori Audio sent this unit. Okay, pero ayun nga, I'll reserve all of my input sa next review ko. Okay? And see you on the next one.